Hey everybody, how's it going? Alright, so as you can see above me, I sold a bunch of Milwaukee stuff, and today's video is going to be about me picking up some stuff from Fry's Electronics. I haven't been there in over a year. They were a ghost town the last time. They were a ghost town this time. Let's check out what I got. I don't know if they're going to be sticking around, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys there. Hey everybody, how's it going? Alright, so these are some Fry's. I went to Fry's Electronics. I did not find everything I was looking for. I was looking for some hard drives, and I was looking for some specific screws. I was also looking for a couple other items. I ended up having to buy a couple small kits for like $5, little hard drive kits that came with the screws I needed, because I needed several different style screws. One of the screws I needed was I didn't find. Pretty positive I didn't find it. I had one of my laptops repaired a long time ago under warranty by a technician. It was like a couple years ago. It had a screen replacement, and it's a Lenovo Y5070 laptop, touchscreen laptop. And so I couldn't get the parts, but they were able to get the parts, that shop. Even though I have a shop, kind of irritating. I couldn't get the parts. I'm not partnered with Lenovo. They told me that they only ship out parts to their partners, people that they partnership with. So, you know, it is what it is. I ended up paying the guy $400 to repair my screen. When I got my laptop back, the screen wasn't completely pressed against the housing. The bevel around the screen wasn't even installed right. Half the screws were not installed. The keyboard wasn't functioning. The screen would flicker. You know, things like that. It's like the screen refreshes. So the screen will be on, you'll be using it, and all of a sudden the screen will go blank, and then when it comes back up, everything that was on the screen is closed. You know, well, that laptop's battery swelled, and it pushed the keyboard and mouse up really high. So it was like here, it pushed it up like right, you know, this high. So it wasn't necessarily functional. You know, I wasn't able to just use it, update it, you know, because I had turned it off, just set it aside for a while. So I went to go take all the screws out and realized half the screws on the bottom to take the bottom cover off were stripped. So I ended up having to extract the screws, and that's what I was looking for. I was looking for screws for hard drive brackets as well. That I found. So I picked up a bunch of kits. This does not mean that all of these will work, but I'm gonna end up consolidating all of these little kits into one box, because, you know, these little packs don't come with much. It's like 10 or 15 per slot. Okay, move this bag out the way. Alright. So I got that bag out the way. So I picked up one PCI vented slot cover kit. Comes with 6. Comes with 6 of them. This is just for the towers that I'm working on. Yeah, you know, maybe I'll use them on one of my towers. So I picked up 3 of these 114 piece assorted M2.5 standard kit for Raspberry Pi and single boards. That's what they look like in the bottom. So I grabbed 3 of them. So that's those 3 right there. I grabbed 2 of these bags, which are 50 packs of M5 self-tappers. These are for PC fans. PC case fan screws. 100 of them. These were a couple bucks. I picked up 2 packages of these M.2 SSD mounting screw kit. These are for M.2 solid state hard drives. Comes with screws, comes with standoffs, comes with a little screwdriver. They were a couple bucks. Picked them up. As I stated in the intro, when I went there a year ago, the Fry's Electronics was a ghost town. There was basically nothing there, and they told me that they're switching vendors. Well, they must still be switching vendors because it's still a ghost town. Literally, out of everything they had there, they literally only had like 1 or 2, I think it was 3 2.5-inch hard drives, and they were only 1 terabyte. They only had like 1 or 2 solid state drives. They were like 128 gigs. They didn't have any of the larger ones. And they were basically void of majority of everything. They didn't have very many resistors. They didn't have any resistors that were 5,000 ohm, 10,000 ohm, 15,000, 20,000. All the resistors they had were the 350,000, the 3.5 mil, the 5.5 mil, the 400,000, the 600,000. So they didn't really have much to pick up. And I didn't need resistors at the moment, or anything like that. But these are the things that I did pick up. So these are Raid Max kits. They have hex bolts, number 6 by 32 by 6 long, so they're millimeters. An embedded copper screw, 6 by 32 by 6 by 32 by 6.5 long. Bedded copper screw, M3 by 0.5 by M3 by 0.5 by 6.5 long. Some Phillips truss head screws, M3 by 0.5 by 6 long. Hand screws, which you would use for like covers and stuff on towers. These are number 6 by 32 by 6 long. Washers. Some more different style hand screws, kind of a bluish color. And it also has a couple cable ties, 100 mmL cable ties. I grabbed 4 of these kits. It's working on towers and stuff like that. And these I grabbed 8 of. Okay, so these are laptop screw kits. So these have PM 2 by 6 3.0, PM 2 by 10 3.5, CM 2 times 3 by 3.3, CM 2 times 3 by 4.0, CM 2 by 3 by 4.5, CM 2 by 4 by 5.0, CM 2 by 4 by 4.0, CM 2 5x3 5-4.5, CM 5.5 by 4, CM 5.6 by 4.5, CM 2 5 by 7.5, CM 2 5 by 8 by 4.0, CM 2 5 by 10 by 4, CM 2 5 by 12 by 4.5, KM 2 5x4 by 3.5, and CM 3x3 by 5.0. So I picked up 8 of these kits. It says 80 in one, so there's really not much in here. So, if you do the math, I basically got Oh crap. The screw is stuck on the outside. But, you know, 80 times 8, 640 of these screws. It wasn't really that much. This was $50 right here for all 8 of these, which wasn't too bad. They were about $7 a piece, something like that. Okay, and then the other bag, this is what I was talking about. I picked up a couple of these plastic dual 2.5-inch hard disk drive or SD drive mounting kit for 2.5 hard disk drive or SD drive to 3.5-inch drive bay. I did not pick this up because I needed this. I picked it up because it came with the screws I needed. They were only $4. I'm sure it will come in handy down the road. I'll probably be building somebody a tower or something, and they'll need that, and I'll sell it to them. So this is a micro connector, 1 meter, it's 3 foot, serial ATA cable, standard or, you know, additional, original red, nothing fancy. Here is some more serial ATA cables, but these are 40-inch or 1 meter, which is 3 feet. SATA 3, 6 gigabyte sleeve and latch straight 2-pack white. So these are actually fabric, kind of like, you know, USB-C cables nowadays. I picked up a white and I picked up 2 packs of blue. They come with 2 cables each. They're very nice. They do have the pin lock latches, so you can plug them in, latch them. You know, these will work great for me when I'm doing hard drive recovery and I'm doing excuse me, when I'm using hard drives out of their bay. You can also use these on with, you know, old style IDE hard drives. You can use them with any drive outside of a housing. Here's the second one, because I picked up 2. I picked up a smaller metal version of these guys. These are plastic. This one is a 2.5 SSD and SATA hard drive to desktop 3.5 bay bracket. Converts any available 3.5 hard disk bay to accommodate 2 2.5 hard disk drives. So that's what this is for. I bought this because I wanted the screws in it, because there was one there that was open, had a nice package of screws, a little different screws than these guys. And this one I figured would come in handy. I do have a tower of my own that's running out of space, and this would come in really handy. And this I grabbed for diagnostic work, as well as just to mess around with, check out. So this is a Raid Max product, USB to fan adapter cable, fan control switch, voltage booster with an IC inside, real 12 volt output, 2 meter 6.5 feet, USB powered connector to any 12 volt connectors. USB voltage booster IC helps keep the original fan speed. Easiest way to have extra 12 volts. This allows you to run a fan off of the laptop on the outside of the laptop. So you can plug it into a wall outlet, run a computer fan. You could plug it into the USB port on a laptop and run another computer fan from it. And it also has a speed switch. So this was a couple bucks. I picked it up. Everything here I picked up wasn't, it was a lot more than I thought it was going to be, but, you know, these, the ones I have of these serial ATA cables, they've lasted me a while, but they're pretty gone, you know, they're goners. And these braided style fabric covers are nice. 2-pack, these were $10, they weren't that much. Everything here was a little over 180 bucks, I think, if I remember correctly. This video was done yesterday, or not the video, I'm sorry, but I bought all this yesterday. By the time I got home, doing service calls and everything, I was just too tired to do the video. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me, though. I'm gonna consolidate all of this into smaller containers. More than likely these right here I'm going to put into one container or two. These I'm going to try to put in one container or two. These I'm going to end up putting in one of these containers, whatever which one has an easily noticeable slot. I'm going to try to condense all 8 of these little M2 kits. But I do appreciate you guys' time. Some of these I use for diagnostic, some of them are just to repair or replace missing items or missing screws. Some of it is for myself, because I have a Asus laptop that I am trying to put a secondary hard drive in, because I bought it used for $100. It was a $3,000, $4,000 laptop, about 2014, 2015. It was a very expensive laptop back then. I bought it for $100. It was supposed to have a 1 terabyte and a 128 gig solid state drive. It was supposed to have a 1 terabyte hard disk drive and a 128 solid state drive. It did not have a solid state drive, and it did not have the secondary drive. The only drive it had was a hard disk drive, and it was a 750 gig hard drive. It's kind of small, which equals to about somewhere in the range of 690 something gigs of usable space. So I'm looking for a 4 or 5 terabyte hard disk drive that I can put in as the OS drive, and I'm looking for another 5 terabyte hard disk drive that I can put in as the secondary drive. I don't mess with solid state drives. They're just not big enough. They cost way too much. If a computer comes with one, that's not a bad thing. Yes, solid state drives do boot quicker, especially as an operating system drive, but they're not very much usable space. You know, and a 1 terabyte solid state drive is upwards of $400 or $500. It's not worth it. You can get a 5 terabyte hard disk drive for $160. And you know, is it really worth it being faster to you, or is it really worth having the more space? And for me, I'd rather have the more space, especially since I video edit. This laptop I'm trying to upgrade, I use it for video editing. I'm going to be buying some Kingston RAM for it, 2333 megahertz DDR3 RAM. Kingston makes Hyper X. That's the brand and the model of RAM I'm going to be picking up for it. It has 12 gigs. I can max it out to 16. And it will, this laptop will do the overclocking. Normal RAM, DDR3 RAM, is 1600 megahertz. Anything higher than that, the BIOS clocks will overclock it. So the laptop's capable of being overclocked by the BIOS. That laptop's able to go from 2.4 gigahertz of running power to 3.5 gigahertz for the processors, and I swear I'm saying that wrong. I'm really tired, guys. If I said it wrong, please let me know. It's been a long week. But the laptop run can be overclocked and ran at 3.5 gigahertz. But the BIOS will control what the RAM physically runs at. And any RAM running higher than 1600 megahertz for DDR3, especially a 204 pin RAM, is actually overclocked RAM. So I'm going to be upgrading it, setting it up so that way the RAM can be overclocked. And also overclocking the RAM from the BIOS will also give you a little bit higher gigahertz as well. But appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon for future updates. Go check out my Amazon affiliate links, my Acme Tools affiliate links, my DJI Electronics affiliate links, as well as my Ohio Power Tools affiliate links. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. As always, very top of the description, I also have an Ulsa Tools link. Go check them out if you guys are looking for some tools. They have some nice hand tools, nice toolbox organization. That link will get you 10% off your order, and it will give me 10% off my next order as well. Appreciate you guys' time. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Hope the video wasn't too long. I know I do talk. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace!